Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays XCOM Enemy Unknown. We're picking up exactly where we left off. However, I thought of something. Why don't we go back to our barracks here and actually visit the Psi Labs and have some more soldiers tested. So we have some that are active but not on mission. These guys are on missions. Is Clark Duncan on our mission? If he's not on our mission, why is he not on our mission? He's a good assault. What's his rank? Oh, the same as all these guys, I guess. Okay, so let me just go check quickly who is actually going out for this mission. Yes, send Sky Ranger, please. So Edge Clark Duncan can be used, and so can Vladimir Shutinsky. So these guys don't probably have a great chance of being Psi capable, but we're gonna try anyway. So Vladimir Shutinsky cannot be. Oh, he's already been tested, maybe. Okay, so Edge Clark Duncan, I guess, has already been tested as well. Let's test. These guys are all on the mission. I guess we're just gonna test these new guys. Maria Dobrinina. We can test this. Who else? Tiffany Andrews. I don't know why I can't test that guy. We'll test Tiffany Andrews, and we'll test one of these new recruits. Jack Jones sounds to me like more Psi capable. It's always the ones with the completely normal names. Alright, so UFO landing site, here we go. We know we're going to have some asshole things to deal with, but that's okay. Because we have a fairly good squad here, although they're outfitted fairly poorly for this stage of the game. We're going to fly down to South Africa here. My African geography is pretty bad, but I know that there's only 3 African countries in XCOM, so if I didn't know that the one in the furthest south was actually South Africa, I would have bigger problems, probably. So, we have a very large UFO here. We know that we're going to have an ethereal. Thankfully, we don't have any sectopods that are going to represent a substantial threat to us on that side as well. So, I think we've got a fairly good chance here, but we just got to plan our moves accordingly. I should never move with the sniper first. That's what's been our biggest issue so far. Now that these snipers all have squad shot, what I should be doing, as we suffer from a little bit of a frame rate issue here, but that's okay, is actually just moving out further maybe than I would normally be comfortable with, just to get like maximum advantages from squad shots. So if we come across any aliens, there we go, we finally got some. Now both of our snipers should be able to take squad shots on these mutons. Unfortunately, I should have used run and gun on our assaults so that they also could overwatch here and do damage, but you know, best laid plans of mice and men, right? First things first, let's get our shots here. Probably, is that a berserker or elite? It's a berserker. Let's kill the berserker first. So we'll take the headshot on him. That was a 71% chance to hit that just completely whiffed, which is awful. We do have Rocketeers here, though, which is good. What about this? We've got a 78% chance to have the headshot work on this one. Do not miss this. There we go. So that did 12 damage. That's huge. The Berserker's going to get really close now, which is great for us because we should be able to do a lot of damage with our heavies, who each have 2 shots each now. By the way, I should warn you, the game, for whatever reason, is getting real damn framey every time I deal with Berserkers. I'm not sure what's causing it, but whoop, there it is. So that was a big hit. We are going to have one more move with Panagakos here. We'll probably use that to deal the kill shot to this Berserker. Again, that frame rate is not caused by fraps or anything. Just my game's getting super weird, even when I'm not recording, when there are Berserkers on the screen. So I don't know what causes that. Roll Fizzle Beef is still going here. Might be a good idea for him to use like a Shredder rocket or something, although we can't fit it over here. You can fit one over there. But that's probably a waste of a rocket at this point. Instead, we'll just eat shit a little bit on this one. I'm sure some of our guys are going to get hit. But we've got some good medkit usages, in all likelihood anyway. We actually can use some mind control here. Launch a damaging mental attack against the target, reducing their will, aim, and mobility. Let's try it, shall we? Let's try it against this guy. 100% chance to hit. Here comes Mind Fray. Chris Angel's Mind Fray. So we did 5 damage there. He's going to have reduced aim now, as well as reduced will and mobility. Let's see what he does. He moves 2 steps away. Does he still take a shot? He does. But he misses, which feels pretty damn good. Now that tree's destroyed, though, so these guys are completely flanked. But hey, that worked. Do we have another miss? No, that one quite clearly hit. I got excited by that missed icon that came up. Okay, so we are going to probably take these shots with our snipers now. Why not go for... you know, we might as well just finish this guy off before we do anything else. So that's going to be a fairly easy kill. Now we have another sniper back here, who I will take another shot with. 98% chance to hit. That's pretty darn good. If you miss this, I'm going to be furious. Thanks for the hit. And he's going to probably get pissed off and beat his chest like Marky Mark in Fear. take Hudson. What's 46? I don't like that. How about this one? 46. Still pretty bad. Fizzlebeef, what do you got there? 65. Let's do that. That's a miss, apparently, even though I saw the plasma hit his back. We're going to take a second shot at that. That should hit. Yeah, indeed it does. Okay. So with these mutants now dead, we're just going to take this turn. You know, get behind some cover. Reload whenever necessary. This guy should probably maybe fall back to here for now. And use a medkit on himself. And this should be a good medkit, actually, because this guy now has 3 usages of it. Oh, I forgot that improved medkit hasn't actually finished yet. So there we go. There's some good stuff done already. Basically, thanks to a few things. Thanks to the mind rape, which again, I don't say lightly. Thanks to the heavy plasma, basically, and also thanks to the ability Squad Shot, which we are now using with some frequency on our snipers. Everybody's feeling relatively good now, so we're just going to overwatch until reloading has completely commenced, and then we'll get ready to move on. So that's 3 of 12 aliens dead, which remember we saw thanks to the hyperwave beacon. What I might want to do now, again, we have to remember that our snipers are probably going to be our main damage dealers. So I'm actually going to move my sniper up here, and then just have him hunker down. We're going to take our other sniper and have him move up here. It's going to require a dash, but that's okay. Because I just want these guys to be in position for sure the next time we discover an alien. It's the first time in a while I've had really good snipers on the team. So I think it's in our best interest to make sure we're using them as effectively as possible. And now remember, the snipers are just going to hang back, and we're going to use our other squad members to kind of try to broach the enemy first, in the hopes that our snipers will then be able to use Squad Shot to be able to get good shots in. So again, we're just going to overwatch whenever possible. What we might also want to do is Battle Scanner, depending on how far we can throw it. It's not a great Battle Scanner, but if we're going to use 2 per battle, we might as well toss one up here, just in case. We heard some sounds coming from over here, so why not get that out there? So we don't see anybody. Means we can probably feel a little bit more confident in using some dashes to move forwards. But for now, since this guy is so far out in no man's land, we're just going to have him make sure that he can do... what was I going to say? Make sure that he can overwatch on this turn to protect himself a little bit. We're just going to keep moving up just a little bit. Roll Fizzlebeef can probably take the most aggressive position over here. And I don't think we're going to see anybody on this turn, which bodes well. But remember, we do still have, you know, some seriously asshole enemies coming up. We've got Cyberdiscs. We've got Spirit. Yes, we do. We've got Spirit. How about you? $5 footlongs. I don't know. Commentary's coming off the rails here. Do we see? No, we still just have no visuals, just audios. Some oral cues, if you will. We're going to move Lights Out Giannis Panagakos just over here in the hopes that we maybe see a Cyberdisc or something. No such luck. Which means we are going to be a little bit more aggressive with our snipers. And make sure that they are in a position where hopefully they are within range to shoot on the next turn. Again, we were just really hoping we didn't come across any aliens there. And we are going to move... it's a dash, which I don't like in this situation. Do we have somebody who can move up there without dashing? Yes, Hudson can move up here without dashing. And I kind of expect to find an alien inside here. But we don't see one, which is weird. Keep wanting to call him Ernie Hudson instead of his actual name, which is Reuben Hudson. Instead of being named after a Ghostbuster, he's named after a sandwich. Well, more likely, I guess the sandwich is going to be named after him. Or the sandwich will be named after him after we save the world from these asshole aliens. So we've got all our snipers in what I assume is going to be a fairly good position moving forwards. We still don't see any of the remaining 9 aliens, which scares the shit out of me. And I dislike... oh, here we go. This could be good if our snipers are within range. So for the drone to miss, but the Cyberdisc shot to hit is, you know, if I had to only take one, that would be what I would want. We might get more overwatches here. Actually, we do not. Real question is going to be if we are going to have a shot at that side. Oh, wait, where do those heavy mutants, or heavy floaters come from? The left side. Okay, now we've got some problems. When it rains, it pours, always. The Cyberdiscs have to die. We do double damage against... let me think about this for a second. Our heavies... all do double damage against robots. 46% chance in that? Really? What about our snipers? What do they have? They do have shots on the Cyberdisc. 61. This is a very difficult situation for me to parse. Where's our other heavy? He's over here, sadly. But these are robotic enemies too, aren't they? In which case, it actually might be in our best interest to maybe launch a shredder that can hit all 3 of these guys at once. Come on, I know you can get one in here. This damn rock is going to be a problem. Oh, come on. There's got to be one perfect pixel. It's so close. Well, at least we can hit 2 of them with the shredder. I don't think we can hit 3. Let's just hit 2 of them with the shredder. That's going to be as best as it can get, I guess. And then our snipers should be able to take out those 2 heavy floaters on this turn because they're going to be shredded. So let's focus on that for now. We'll try to get the heavy floaters taken out. Does up to 7 damage. Does up to 7 damage. We're going to have to go for the headshot, I guess. Good, that's going to be a kill. Good. Embrace the laser sniper rifle. Do we have another good shot here? 38, 61. We're going to take another headshot on this one. Don't miss, don't miss. That is a big miss, unfortunately. This is why I brought Loki along, because I knew I couldn't trust you. So we do only have 46% chances here. What I am going to do is first move a little bit closer and just see if that improves my aim. Does it? No. Well, what I am going to do is do a run and gun here. It's not the most efficient run and gun I've ever done, but we're going to do that so that we can get behind cover and still attack. We still only got 46. That's a damn shame. It was more important for us to shoot at the Cyberdisc, like a 3% chance. Their difference in chances doesn't really change my opinion too much. Now, Shredder is an interesting choice here. We're going to try it, though. People keep saying, you know what, you could... Northernlion, you're being an idiot with, like, your heavies. You can use, like, a shot and then a rocket. No, you can't. The rocket can only be used as the first option. Hopefully this shot hits. If it does, we might get a kill. That was pretty much off in no man's land. I think that's the end of this turn. So we didn't do as much as I would have liked to have done there. The percentages didn't really work out in our favor 100%. But if the Cyberdisc falls back and doesn't actually take a shot at somebody, that's good for us. Now we got 2 heavy floaters still left to deal with. This guy's going to ruin his whole turn by flanking us. The real question is whether we're going to be able to punish him for it. We don't actually see him anymore. How about this guy? He's going to take a shot, I guess. Or a grenade. Yeah, that's actually a good grenade. It's going to hurt these 2 guys, which are very close together. 5 damage each. It's not the end of the world, but it certainly is not a preferable situation. How's our heavy doing here? 39% chance to hit is garbage, but we should be able to get 2 shots. Alright, never mind. Good start. Now we'll move this guy behind cover, because I expect that heavy floater to come back at any minute. He's got a shot now. At what, though? Oh, Loki's got a shot here. No, he doesn't? No, he doesn't. Okay. So we're going to move Loki far away, too, because I worry about him taking some damage on the next turn. Obviously, our number 1 priority here is going to be taking out this heavy floater, but I don't know if we're going to have a chance, to be honest with you. Let's reload here. Reload here. Roll Fizzle Beef should probably come back, because we might need his heat ammo to take out this heavy floater, but for now he's got nothing to do, so we're just going to overwatch him. This guy does not have an attack, which drives me crazy. We're going to move him back to here, maybe. And we're just repositioning ourselves so that hopefully this heavy floater can't do as much damage as maybe he wanted to do on this turn. So he is going to have a shot at somebody. I think that's Panagakos. I don't know, he's going to drop back to our spawn point. Again, that is frustrating as hell. But let's take some turns here to just get our shit figured out. Where's our healer? It's Hudson, and we're going to drop him over here, where he can heal our sniper a little bit, because he's been hurt badly. So we're going to 5 this. How many did we kill there? We killed 2 heavy floaters and 1 drone. So we're down to 6 enemies left. We know that there's a heavy floater and a Cyberdisc, as well as an ethereal left, and probably more mutons. Roll Fizzle Beef, we're going to move you up just a little bit. I hate this shit when the enemies run away from you and you have to chase them down, because inevitably they overwatch and end up getting a free hit on you. Okay, we do finally see somebody. Now that we have vision, can we... Oh, we do have a shot thanks to Squad Shot. Don't miss this. This is big. Just do some damage. At least keep him on our radar. Good. That is huge damage. Our other sniper might have a shot now. Where... Oh my god, he doesn't. Well, in any case, if we dash him up far enough, he should have a shot on the next turn at least. Wonder if we, like, dash him up here. Please appear. Yes, okay, we do have a shot with him next turn. And we'll just keep you on Overwatch for now, because I worry about what's going to happen. I'm going to take off my hoodie here, because things are getting hot and heavy in Northernlion Plays XCOM. Please do not continue to fall back. I hate you. You're a scumbag. So we're going to do the same thing we did last time, which is basically use our Roll Fizzle Beef, my favoriteest player in the whole game. And we're just going to move him up to a point where I think he'll have vision. No. Now we're going to move him up to a point where I think he's going to have vision. Yes, okay, and now we'll let Squad Shot do the rest. Come on, Loki. Loki does not have vision. I hate everything. Loki, we're going to need you to come up here. And actually, I might even move you a little bit further in. Just because I worry about this guy falling back again next turn. So I want to try to keep you in range. We should be able to hunt this guy down with just these two dudes. Everyone just reload and relax here. We'll get this guy, and then we'll be down to 5 aliens, one of which is wounded and probably has no means with which to heal. Oh, we do see the Cyberdisc now, and with our Overwatches, we might be able to kill it. Well, that was an awful hit, but hopefully that will reduce cover on that Cyberdisc a little bit more for the future. Cyberdisc gonna take a shot? I don't know. I think Floater's gonna... Oh, he's gonna completely go across the entire map to a position where he's going to be easily shot by a lot of our dudes, including our snipers. First things first, Cyberdisc is more important to kill if we've got a good shot at it, which we do. Cyberdisc has enough health left that I feel like a headshot is an okay choice. Well, that was a beautiful 81% miss. Thanks a lot for again proving why it was a good idea for me to take Loki on this mission with me. Let me think about this for a second. What do you got here? 61, 66. We've got to take out... Yes, thank you for taking out the Cyberdisc. That makes my decision on what to do in the future much, much easier. So that's going to take us down to 5 enemies remaining for this mission. Hitch, what do you got here? 61? Let's take that. And you are dead. That's going to take us down to 4 remaining, I think. I hope I didn't miscount that at some point. I haven't really been paying super close attention. We know that one of them is going to be an ethereal. Thankfully, we have enough rockets left. As well as our own mind control, which I don't know if that's going to work against the ethereal, but if it does, that'd be cool. You should probably just chill out here. We're going to have you move back in as far as you can go, which is like right here. And we're going to get ready to breach this UFO. We'll probably take another turn, just get a few more heals done. I think we should heal Hudson and Panagakos. Let's see. Sniper's fine, he just needs to reload. You're fine, you probably just need to be healed. So let's get Hudson over here. Where are you, buddy? There we go. So we're going to take Hudson back to here, which is not good cover, but hopefully we have no aliens coming out. And we're going to have him use his last remaining medkit on Panagakos. And with him fully healed, we should be able to... Well, we're out of medkit usages on him now, but I think we have one more medkit user. So we are going to, again, Overwatch, reload, Overwatch, no, reload on this guy. Obviously, with her only having half ammo, that was an important decision for us to make, and now we can finally start thinking about how to breach this enemy ship here. But before we do that, we should probably do what we were doing before, which is putting our snipers in positions where they can reasonably get a squad shot going. So we're going to send Krishna Pillai over here. And where's our Loki? Loki is over here. We're going to just kind of slot him in right here, which I feel like is a reasonably safe position, and possibly a position where if we get vision inside, maybe we can actually do some damage. Now we are going to send Muthambi against the side here and overwatching. Maybe we'll send Hitch, Ruben Hudson, Will Smith up against this wall right here. And we're going to do like a 2-pronged breach here. I've seen this UFO layout 1,000 times, but I don't know. I definitely, one thing's for sure, I need to have Roll Fizzlebeef playing a central role here. If we can mind hurt, like, I don't know if that's an adequate description, but if we can hurt the ethereal with our own mind powers, like lower its will, lower its aim, that might be essential for us. For now, though, we are safely inside here. We know that there's going to be an alien, maybe on the left side of the ship, on the outside, actually, which worries me a little bit. And there's definitely going to be some inside. I believe there's only 4 left, but it could be 4 incredibly damaging aliens. Luckily, it's not sectopods, which we know for a fact. So again, I'm just going to continue moving our snipers up. Actually, what I should do is throw a fat battle scanner over here just to see if maybe we can get some vision and plan our attack more accordingly. The battle scanner is really useful, especially with squad shot, as you might expect. So we have 2 Muton Elites over there, but we don't have shots on them, I think. I feel like we should, but we don't. But that's okay, we might be able to next turn without them even seeing us. I can't believe you don't have a shot there. You're really letting me down. I don't want them to be able to see me is the issue. If I get a little bit closer, I think we might be able to have a shot next turn. No, okay, so that was a kind of a waste. We know now that there's 2 Muton Elites in here. So why don't we move in just a little bit? I don't want to dash. But we'll see if we have vision. This guy's only got 1 rocket left. But if we can get a good rocket in here, which we can't, sadly. So never mind what I was about to say there. So we're just going to stick up fat against the wall. Or flat against the wall is what I meant to say. Ruben Hudson. We still do not have vision here. We're going to have him reload on this turn, because who knows, things could get fast and furious any second now. And we are going to have Roll Fizzlebeef kind of reposition himself, because right now, he's about to do a breach with our other unit over there, Matombi. So we're going to instead have him be on the outside here, and we'll just have her overwatch. She can hold her position. If we kill these 2 guys, we know that there's only 2 left. I don't know what it's going to be, except I know that 1 for sure is going to be an ethereal. And hopefully it's actually like we come across 3 units out here. Or I've miscounted. That would be cool too. We still have no vision, so we're basically treating this like a stealth mission for now. I would like to just get into a better spot for cover. Can you do this for me, Krishna? Oh, we now have vision. But they don't see us. And that's a very important part of this whole operation. So for now, we're just going to overwatch. Actually, given that these guys can't see me, I think I can actually even like move up to here. Hopefully this doesn't spoil it. Beautiful. Okay, so we can surprise them on the next turn with a lot of these guys then. And we're going to have... Now that squad shot is working, we should be able to have Loki get into a position where he can take a shot next turn. Are you kidding me? He doesn't have a shot? That's crazy. Again, she can basically just hold position here. I think Roll Fizzlebeef can get a little bit closer. Please don't alert the Mutons. Thankfully, we are safe here. Roll Fizzlebeef, I think, is safe to come out to, like, here, in which case we'll have him overwatch. Okay, this is frightening. This is the first time I think I've actually executed, like, good tactics. Do these guys see me? They're pretty pissed, but they don't see me, which is important. So now let's take some shots, if we have some. We don't? We did last turn. So what we have to do is... Oh, we don't have vision anymore because the battle scanner's out. We have to run in there and do some hits. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to send Panagakos over here. This will give us vision. These guys will now move. Now, it depends. Are they going to move inside or outside? Okay, they're going to split, which is good. So then we're going to focus on killing this guy. Because the other guy, we have a much lower percentage chance. So let's get heavy laser here. Please do not miss. It did indeed miss. Our snipers are now going to have shots, which is of the utmost importance. Let's see what we got here. 58. Well, we might as well take it because obviously we can't move and shoot on the same turn. This would be a big hit. That is a big miss, unfortunately. How about you, other sniper who I oftentimes make fun of for not being as good as my existing sniper? 51. We're going to take another headshot here. Do not miss this one. It's a coin flip. That's a nasty miss. That fucking sucks. You're going to stay over here, which I'm not happy about. What do you have for percentages? 39? That's not great, but we're going to take it anyway. Just because I want to do some damage. That's a good hit. 4 damage. I'm not going to sneeze at that. Now we got the man himself, Roll Fizzlebeef, who's going to be able to move up and possibly take 1 shot. Yes, on the next turn he could use a rocket if he has to. 55 to hit this Muton Elite is big. Heavy Plasma does damage. 8 damage to be exact. Okay, so these guys are wounded at least. All is not completely lost. I don't think we're going to lose any squad members this turn. Some people could get hurt though. That's going to be some damage. 7 damage, but he can absorb it. He's got a lot of health. And remember, we could, I guess, mind rape some people this turn. That's going to be, like, right in his face. That's going to be 8 damage. Are we within range of the mind raping device this time? Yes, we are. That's going to do... But it might actually be better to just take the shots because we do so much damage. Well, only 35% is not good. So let's use some mind raping action here. Good to be able to do that from afar. 5 damage, so he's going to be dead on the next turn in all likelihood. Do our snipers have the ability to actually land a shot? Thank you for being a friend. And that's going to be an easy kill there. I believe we're down to either 2 or 3 enemies remaining. I really do not want... 39% chance to hit. Really? I do not want... What in the world was I going to say? I do not want anybody to die on these turns, is what I'm trying to get at. 35, just hit this one. That's a miss, which was kind of expected, but it completely removed this guy's cover. So now we have an 81% chance to hit, and we're going to have 2 shots. So that first shot is huge. Second shot could be even huger. Thank the Lord. Okay, so Panagakos has earned a promotion. Everybody, take some time. Reload. You can probably move in here now just a little bit. You have done jack shit this mission, but that's my fault for not commanding you properly. So we're only going to have 1 or 2 enemies remaining. We know that one of them is an ethereal, and that is the worst case scenario for us. But, you know, all things considered, we're actually doing okay. We're going to have him reload, obviously. Do we really only have 1 medkit user? Because if so, that sucks. But we're going to move this guy in as far as he can go, which is sadly not very far. But we need to have our snipers poised for this final room, because they're going to be what allows us to do a lot of damage very quickly to the aliens that we are going to come across. Which, again, hopefully consists of only 1 ethereal, but there might be 2 enemies, because I've completely forgotten how many enemies we've killed so far. This guy, he's got a cooldown on his mind-raping ability. The good thing is we do have a lot of rockets available. So that's the end of our turn. We do have a lot of rockets available, so, you know, provided we discover this ethereal soon and we have our heavies in a good position, we should be okay. I'm actually just going to move... Like, our snipers, I'm basically just going to slot right in front of this door. And we're not going to open the door until they actually have, like, the initiative. Until they have the ability to make a move. This guy's okay, so we're going to Overwatch. Sniper, we're going to move out basically to, like, here. I know it seems like a weird decision. We don't have any battle scanners left that I could, like, throw in there, so... We're just going to have you Overwatch. You can Overwatch. You need to reload. And probably also get into, like, this position right here. And then I'll mark the end of this turn. And I think on the next turn, we're basically ready to go. This has been a well-organized mission. Oh, you know what we have to do? Actually, we have to put this sniper in, like, right here. Yeah, so far so good with respect to this mission, but anything could happen when we open these doors. I'm hoping that the ethereal is not actually in this door. I'm hoping that it's elsewhere. Like, maybe there's, like, an internal room in here past this room that we're about to go into. And obviously, we're going to try to breach into the same room at the same time. So it might take us, like, moving into the left a little bit first before we can breach in on the right. Anyway, let's get this going. I'm about to sneeze here, and I apologize if that's going to offend you. Oh, looks like it went away. We see no aliens, which was to be expected, I think. So now we begin the final positioning for this room, which is going to involve, like this. We're going to send Roll Fizzlebeef. I think I'm going to send Roll Fizzlebeef over here. My thinking being that this might be a position that allows him to get in a good rocket. Even though he's not under cover right now, or in cover right now, which is bad. We're going to send 1 sniper over here. We're going to send 1 sniper... we're going to send our other heavy over here. And of course, just put him on Overwatch. We're going to send our other sniper over here. And then we're going to breach into this final room, where I expect to see 2 aliens... But I don't know what the second one's going to be. Hopefully it's not 2 ethereals. I'll crap my pants. We could lose 2 squad mates, like, immediately. If that is indeed the case. So this is going to be our breach here. Shall we? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So door is opened. Box is locked. The lights are on. It's robot fighting time. We're going to take a quick glance in here. Good. So I think that the final douchebags... It's the final douchebag. Doo-doo-doo-doo. No, I think they're going to be in this room right here. So what I'm going to do is put Roll Fizzlebeef right here, which is going to put him in good rocket / mindfuck territory. We'll put him on Overwatch for now. Our snipers have to get, like, over here by... maybe, like, 1 here? I know this seems like a crazy position. But I'm just trying to prioritize, like, put them in a place where hopefully on the next turn they can... just like immediately have vision, because neither of them can move and shoot on the same turn. So again, we're just going to put Loki like right here. We're in an awful position from a grenade perspective. But we're going to pop open this door now, and hopefully I didn't misjudge and the alien's just like camping over here. Doesn't appear so. So Mutambi, you've had an easy mission so far. Things could change as soon as we open this door on the next turn, though. That's why we're sending all guns on this ethereal, basically, because I cannot afford to... where is this coming from? That's weird. We're just gonna try it. Let's open up this door. Switch to someone who can. 3, 2, 1. Check it out. Use the iPad 6 door unlocker. We get an ethereal as well as a Muton Elite, and they are just gonna bum rush out here. They're not in cover. This might be great. First things first. Snipers are gonna take shots on... I hate that. Who's our Roll Fizzle? Panagakos, rocket me, please. What do you mean shot is blocked? Just shoot it. It's easy. You telling me you can't shoot this rocket? That's madness. Okay, you're gonna fire like this, okay? You got that? I think you can make this happen. I'm just gonna blow a rocket right through their face. That's gonna do 6 damage to both of those guys, which is good. Where is our other friend? Roll Fizzlebeef. There he is. We could take 2 shots with him, but I think it's better for us to just get the guaranteed damage from the rocket. This could be big. So we're gonna have him do like exactly the same rocket. And again, this guaranteed damage beats those percentages any day of the week. Now, we've only used 2 turns so far. What do our snipers have here? 39, 60. I want to use our snipers to do damage to the ethereal. We're going to pop open this door right here and see if our assault has a shot. Got a 36% chance of the ethereal. What I'm going to do with her is actually move her over here. Basically like right in the line of fire, because I'm a scumbag. 68 on the Muton, 46. We're going to actually just throw a grenade. So we're going to toss this out here. Again, the guaranteed damage means more to me than these percentages. So the ethereal is at least quite hurt. The Muton Elite is dead. Ruben Hudson, what do you got for me, buddy? 54% chance to hit. This is big. Now, what would this game be without some drama? So, what would a Northernlion Plays XCOM dramatic video be without a dramatic XCOM crash? I don't know what happened, but our game froze after that awful miss, and I guess we're restarting back at, like, the start of our last turn. So we should find a Muton Elite and an Ethereal in here, which we do. They're gonna completely fuck things up by running in the opposite direction. XCOM, you've been a very bad boy. Things were doing, it was much better for us a little earlier when they ran out this way. Sadly, things appear to have changed for the worst. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Step 1, we're gonna move her out here. We're gonna do some very similar stuff here. What I'm thinking is, we're gonna drop some fat grenades in here in the hopes that we kind of blow up, like do damage and blow up some of the level, so that we completely reduce their cover, flank them, have higher percentage chances to do critical hits. And just more range, basically, because right now, things are looking a little low on that. So we still can't hit here, but we can, again, just launch some fat rockets in here. So things are basically the same so far. It's just a little bit more inconvenient. So our next rocket should actually get the kill. If we choose to go for a rocket next, which we might not, if we have another frag grenade that we can use. Which we do not, I believe. Okay, so we still only got 4 people left. We know that we have to use, because we don't have any shots here, we have to use this rocket. Shot is blocked? No. I refuse. You're not going to fuck me like this game. We're going to drop another rocket here, which is going to, at the very least, do some serious damage. Only the ethereals left. Things are basically going exactly the same way so far, except although this is worse for us. This is the big shot right here. Yes, thank the Lord. I think the mission is gonna complete. We took out these guys no problem, basically, which is surprising to me. I think my tactics are improving a lot. I thought that was Operation Empty Clam, which would have been a much funnier name. But if nothing else, you know, despite the glitch, completed the mission, even though it put us in kind of a worse situation overall. Had to use a little bit of creativity, and by creativity I mean doing exactly the same thing over again. Got some good promotions here. Why not you take Rapid Fire is an ability I like a great deal. Lights Out is going to go for... I love double damage against robots. I think it's super important with the Cyberdisc being such a pain in the dick. I love Battle Scanner. Having more Battle Scanners is not necessarily a bad thing. Nobody else got promotions, sadly. Hey, let's continue moving on. What do we get for alloys? 140. That is fan-fucking-tastic. You know what that means? That means we can start building some of this stuff for our guys. Plasma Sniper Rifles. We're definitely going to need 2 of those bad boys, which is going to cost us a lot of money. We need some armor. We could go for Titan Armor. What's Ghost Armor, though? It gives us some stealth abilities. We don't have the money here is the problem. What we could do, though, is go to our Situation Room really quickly, visit the Gray Market, and sell... Well, this is damaged, but we can't really sell anything else. So we might just have to go for Titan Armor, like 1 Titan Armor, which is a damn shame. But at least we got the Plasma Sniper Rifles, which are going to allow our snipers to be even more useful. So, buy build items. We're going to go Titan Armor ×1, sadly, because I don't think we can do ×2. That's fine. So let's take that. Manufacture ×1. We got some credits left over. Hopefully we'll get a request or something in the future. Do we now have the ability to do more research? That's something important. Yes, we can now research the alloy cannon, which is probably what we want, to allow us to do some more damage to these aliens. And we'll just see what we've got going on here. Excavation's complete. I don't think we need to build anything else. The Golem Chamber is going. Alloy cannon is complete. We can now build that. which is apparently just a gun. I thought it was actually for our ships. We can build a skeleton suit, which should finish in 3 days, because we, you know, haven't prioritized that, despite the fact that we should have had it ages ago. Oh my god, I would love to, but I can't, sadly, because we don't have any weapon fragments. So we'll see if we got another mission coming soon. The skeleton suit is finished. Are we almost done our research tree? With Archangel, I guess it's Archangel. With Archangel, with Archangel armor completed, we might be done with our tech tree, which is crazy. We should get an achievement for the Golub chamber anyway. Carry on here. We'll get a cutscene at least. Well, I really thought that was going to be more dramatic than it was. We'll carry on. Side testing is going to be complete soon. Come on. Really? None of them? You got to be kidding me. Well, we tried at least. We might want to send some more soldiers to the Psi Labs. Who can we afford to not have right now? Like we know that Shutinsky and Clark Duncan are available and also not psionically useful. So we could actually send Mutombi. I think would be safe. We could send another assault. We don't really have one. We might as well send Lewis Williams. Who else can we afford to send? We've got promotions waiting on these guys, but let me think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we don't really have anybody else to send. So maybe we'll just send... I mean, we need this support, that's for sure. Maybe we'll just keep it as is. We'll send those 2 guys for this round of psychic testing. I think at least Mutombi should have a chance. And again, we'll see what we've got in our... I want to see if we get an achievement maybe for finishing the tech tree here. There should be no more research to assign. We've got advanced flight. We have no new research, so I guess we've maybe come to the end of the tech tree, at least for now. And we're just going to keep this going. Finally, we have a UFO. Let's see if we can scramble our interceptors here. Do we have a... Oh, man, this is not going to work. We're going to let this UFO escape. Canada's going to be pissed off, even though we saved Calgary recently. It's a damn shame. We need to focus a little bit more on our interceptors. I haven't been focusing on them nearly enough. It's going to be very difficult for us to shoot this thing down. I'm keeping my finger on the abort button here, because in 2 hits we're going to die. Get out of there. Okay, so we almost died. The battleship is going to continue going, unfortunately. We don't have enough credits to buy anything. So I'm just waiting for... Okay, aliens terrorizing Sao Paulo. We will send a Sky Ranger. But that is going to do it for this episode. We're going to have Clark Duncan joining us again. Let's just make sure we outfit these guys so I don't forget for our next mission. Obviously, Titan armor. He should take... we need to unequip the guys who are in the psionic testing right now. But in any case, let's just keep it cool for now. I'll end the episode here, because that was a very good mission, very well accomplished, and Golub Chamber is now complete. I'm not even sure. Objective, increase our soldiers' psionic strength. Okay. I guess I need to use Fizzlebeef's psi abilities more in order to upgrade to the next level. Anyway, so I'll be doing that in the future. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Good mission now complete, and I will see you next time.